Welcome back, everybody, to the Third Opinion Podcast. If you're listening to us on the radio, WCPI 91.3 FM, thank you so much. If you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube channel, that's where the real ones are.
That's where the real fans are.
Go to our YouTube channel.
I was going to make a joke about, oh, good, they can't see me picking my nose or something. But then there's a camera right there.
Do you remember that GIF of the guy? We'll get right into today's episode. Thank you so much for listening.
Sorry.
Episode 91. You remember the GIF of that guy? It was on Reddit a while ago, but it's like a YouTube video, and he was like on the Jumbotron picking his nose or whatever, and he was like a middle-aged guy, and then like whenever he was done, he like looked to the camera and winked.
No, I have not seen that. I got to check that out.
I'll send it to you after this. It was really, really funny.
Ding.
Yeah, he looked over. Like that.
I have a
and the
feeling...
people next to him were watching the screen instead of looking at him, and they were like, it was a GIF, so you can't hear the audio, but people were like clapping. It was so funny. Woo! Yeah! I picked my nose too, yeah!
Yeah! Which finger do you use? I use my pinky toe.
Quite acrobatic.
I'm a flexible person. I'm not
either. I know where I'm able to fit into stuff though, so that's good. Like the whole tire swing thing at venturing. Mm-hmm. I was like, I can fit if I do this correctly.
If I do this correctly.
My whole thing was to like run and then dive in and then do like a roll.
Yeah.
But I was like
a parkour thing,
which I've done before.
Feasible?
Yeah, for me it's feasible, but I require just a little bit of run up time. So not easy.
I feel bad for our friend Julia.
That
day.
That was rough. That was rough for everybody.
Yeah.
Because we don't really,
But we did go a little bit overboard with the short jokes, and then she was already feeling down about some of the stuff she
You make a short joke, and that's a joke. But when it's like really hampering her ability to do things because she's, 5 feet tall and everybody else is at least 5'5", 5'6". You're like, okay, I am legitimately disabled by doing this stuff because I cannot reach something that everybody else can reach. Yeah. So that's when it's a detriment. But I don't like making short jokes anyway. They're not. They were funny. At the first 1,000. The latter 1,000 not funny anymore. Julia Short. Get new material, Kumal Nanjiani. So you saw the first episode of the Twilight Zone, right?
Yeah, just the first one.
The first one, and it had Kumal Nanjiani in it.
Is that his name?
I think so. I'm almost positive it's him.
I'm not good with newer actors' names or anything.
Either. But yeah, it was really, really good. If you haven't, it's on YouTube. You can go watch it on YouTube, which is crazy.
Yeah, they have the first episode for free on YouTube. No ads.
It's
right?
really
no ads.
It's really good too. Anyway,
it's a nice little flavor of the show.
Yeah.
Before you see it, I don't know if it's as good quality as that first episode is throughout the entire season.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it since then either. So
I don't know.
It's usually not a good sign.
Yeah.
If you don't talk about it after its initial release or whatever.
I don't know. It just depends.
But we weren't in the circles either.
I heard a few things though.
Yeah, I don't really hear anything. But I also didn't pursue it.
It just depends, I guess.
Yeah. We need to do it sometime. We need to do CBS All Access.
I'll get my brother's password and stuff. He's got he's got CBS All Access.
Neat.
I'll ask him for his password.
Give us your password so me, Andrew, Andrew and Elisha can watch with, please.
Yes, please, pretty please.
So what have you been up to this past week since you were here last?
We did the VBS stuff. Oh,
fun.
Speaking of short jokes.
Oh boy.
I'm not a tall guy.
No. You're about average.
Whenever we're taking down the backdrop at the end of VBS, I'm trying to get the staples out of the. We have the stand where we put the backdrop, and we just we got staple guns and we just staple it to it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a drop cloth that we painted on.
Yeah.
But I get like not a quarter of the way up, like 75%, 3/4 of the way up.
Yes.
And I can't get any farther, and I'm like, okay, I need a ladder. And then I'm not gonna say anyone's name.
Yeah, it's just a good idea.
Yeah, a tall man. I say man hesitantly because he's maybe like a year older than me, 2 years maybe.
A tall guy.
Yeah, I mean I'm 22, so man. He comes up and he's just like, and I'm like, yeah, why did you guys get me to do this? I'm just like, come on.
Why am I doing this? Why am I, the short guy, doing this?
Exactly.
When him, the tall guy, could be doing that.
Exactly. So that happened. I really got into 2 musicals this week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was fun. Which one's
first one that I found was the SpongeBob SquarePants musical. It sounds bad. It shouldn't work. It works great.
That's good to hear.
It works fantastic, in my opinion. Because it's got, like, all these different modern artists as well as some classic. Yeah. Like, they got Lady Antebellum to do.
Fun.
Like, a Sandy Cheek song because she's country, you know?
That's fun.
So they got Lady Antebellum. They got Aerosmith to do a rock song for a rock band in the musical.
Mm-hmm.
They got this I forget her name, but they got this this gospel singing. Like, this isn't like just everyone has the organ softly and tender. It's not like that. Yeah. It's full on gospel, like praise Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's that. They get her
the good stuff.
Yeah. And they do how people think that Patrick is the savior of everything. They're like, praise star. It's great.
It sounds really, really good.
It's so good. Oh yeah, and Cyndi Lauper. They got Cyndi Lauper.
Oh,
which
fun.
is cool. And David Bowie. But they just used an old David Bowie song because it came out after he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, it's very good. And then the second one is Beetlejuice the musical.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's
good.
It's
Lord, did you imagine the music for that? Is it crazy?
It's really good too.
Because the guy,
it's very funny.
The singer for Oingo Boingos who did the music for Beetlejuice.
Really?
I can't think of his name right now, but I know who he is.
Yeah, it's a good time. Like, if you have a nice, how long is it? It's like an hour.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah, Danny Elfman. Yeah,
Danny Elfman is the singer for Oingo Boingo, and he also did the music for Beetlejuice. Which, if you hear albums from around the same time, like the same year or the year before, you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you hear songs like "Thought I Heard Somebody Cry" and like "Weird Science," like from the album Dead Man's Party.
Yeah.
And Dead Man's Party, and then you watch Beetlejuice, you're like, oh yeah, this is the same guy. It's like crazy, like orchestral notes that go with like a really thick bass guitar.
That
like
stuff
drums.
I love.
I do too. It's really, really funny hearing it.
They got all sorts of stuff like that in the musical.
Mm-hmm.
They have all sorts of crazy songs. There's the opening song is just like a somber ballad, and then Beetlejuice comes ripping and he's like, wow, a ballad already? Let's liven up the show a little bit. And it's all these death puns, and it's great. And just saying, it's very existential, the entire song, but it's also very funny. He's like, hey, we're all going to die. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the entire point of the musical, and it deviates a lot from the original movie, too.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to, from what I understand, it's not like completely note for note.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like some moment beats, because you gotta have Lydia floating in the air, stuff like that. You gotta have that stuff. And the giant snake, they do have the giant snake.
Oh my goodness,
which is
gracious,
absolutely great.
It's funny seeing all those effects now.
Yeah,
because they are weird.
There's one song where where they're trying to like scare as many people as they can. and this little Girl Scout comes on stage. And she sings about how she has this heart problem that if she has one scare, she's going to die. And it's this whole song about it. And then she's like, I'm going to sell all these cookies and da-da-da. And then she rings the doorbell and she's like, boo. She's like, ah!
And
she dies. And then it's a whole song about all these people dying.
Oh my goodness. That sounds really, really funny.
It's a solid 57 minutes of just...
Where are you watching?
Songs.
Where are you watching both of these?
Oh, I'm not watching. I'm just the soundtracks.
Just listening.
Yeah, I'm just listening. Unfortunately, I don't like to bootleg musicals. Mm-hmm. I'd rather see them on stage the way they are.
Sound like a good time.
I know. The Beetlejuice one literally came out this year though, so it probably won't. It probably won't come to any place like Nashville. For a little bit, but the SpongeBob musical coming to Nashville in November. Can't wait.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
What about you? I just accidentally bumped the wire.
The wires here are fine because they're good cables. At the radio station on the microphones, you can't touch them because they're older cables.
Gotcha. Well,
we got the good stuff here on the podcast set.
Yeah.
Elisha's house. Elisha's uneven floor.
Which is 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
1, 2, 3. He lives here lane.
Yeah.
Very official, legitimate podcast set. The floor is uneven on the divot of the house, where the middle structure of the house is. It's what we call in the house industry, screwed up.
What have you been doing this week?
Not much, really.
Not much.
I've been helping my mom and sisters move stuff from the big house. Been working at the radio station. Radio Station. Been editing stuff, getting some edits ready for future projects.
Ooh, can't wait.
Getting the 80s stuff ready for that. Doing
yeah,
fun
I
stuff
noticed you started the group chat.
So exciting.
Oh, so nice.
Oh, so nice, so good. Other than that, not much. We had the Dragon Heist Friday night. I was tired. I was exhausted. But
I cannot wait.
I can't either. I'm excited for how it's actually going to end up going. Because you guys right now are at, I would say, the middle point of a side quest where you are potentially fighting a vampire.
I don't want to. I really don't want to. As a player, I don't want to.
Yes.
As a character, it's like whatever comes. I
yeah,
guess.
Whatever the situation is, you'll deal with it then.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, you'll worry about it.
Yeah.
But,
that's basically my
exciting.
Character in a nutshell.
And we're in the closing chapters of the Dragon Heist as a whole, also,
Really?
which is really exciting. Yeah.
I gotta get my.
We're in chapter 4 right now.
I gotta get my campaign together then.
Yeah. Whenever we finish the Dragon Heist, however that finishes, might take in game a few months break. Like in between a JoJo season.
Gotcha.
Because there's a decent gap of time in between each JoJo season, but we'll probably take a few months in game break and probably take like a month or 2 break in real life, just so I can figure out what we all want to do next, and if we want to add any players or anything, or if anybody wants to drop out, or whatever else. But we got a pretty good group going on right now. Might have a few friends that might want to join in or whatever else. Never know. Pretty fun because it started out being like 8 players originally.
Yeah.
And then it turned out that
it slowly whittled down to 4.
And it's people that all know each other anyway.
Yeah, we were trying to get some friends of whose friends was it?
It was yours and Dalton's. So some of yours and some of Dalton's.
Okay, yeah.
Like you knew some of them and Dalton knew some of them.
Yeah, probably.
But
tried to get a couple people in, but they chickened out. They're not ready for the awesomeness that is Dungeons and Dragons.
Exactly, 5th edition Dungeon and Dragon. So, pretty fun. I really enjoyed DMing. I don't want to say that like I'm losing interest or inspiration, but I'm definitely like all over the place with how this is going right now.
No, I can get that.
So I gotta like start reeling. I gotta start reeling in the things that I've caught so far.
Yeah.
So, but
being creative is exhausting.
Quite a strain.
It is.
Whereas that's what I like about editing. It's like you can be creative as long as you want, but there are certain ways that you edit things.
Yeah.
Like there's only one way you can split an audio track, and it's by pressing the S key on a keyboard.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that. But yeah, I'm excited. We have Andrew's game. We have Ethan's game. That are
We got too many games.
That are both really just starting now. Basically, Ethan's game, we just now got to like the main part, and we've been playing it for a few months. We've had like 6 or 7 sessions probably. 5 or 6 sessions maybe, and we're just now getting to like this is what the story is about. And then for Andrew's, the first session, we got like the anime crash course, basically. Like that was like his structuring about how to do it. He's like, it's always the first episode of an anime is what you figure out the anime is about.
Yeah.
You figure out who your villain is, who your friends are, who the characters are, and what it's about. And that's what first session was. Got the bad guy.
It was pretty good.
We have the protagonists, us. We have the important character that we're helping.
Yeah.
Here's what you have to do.
We got the guide.
Yeah, pretty much. And now you play the rest of the game.
Awesome.
And then for
Let's
Ethan's,
go. And then we go to Rome.
Yeah. We went to not the Peloponnesian War, the Punic Wars.
Yeah.
In Rome. Pretty exciting. Whereas Ethan's game, he has shrouded in mystery up until the last session, what it's about and what we're actually doing. So even then, we don't like fully know what we're doing, but we have a better idea and better understanding of the world we're in and what we're actually, what the purpose of the game is.
Yeah.
And for the Dragon Heist, it's a traditional D&D story, so it follows traditional notes. You guys ultimately, as characters, know what you want to do, find the cache of dragons.
Yeah.
But the way you get there is you've gone through many side tracks and side alleys and you own a business.
Hey, listen, we have to kill this guy right now. Okay. Ooh, is that a vampire?
Is that a vampire?
That's
a boxing match.
Yeah. It's all that stuff, Oh, I love it. We have to do this thing as soon as possible. Okay. Can you help me find my violin? Sure. It's basically the Legend of Zelda.
Pretty much.
Right there.
That's the way it is in a...
Hey, can you help me fish? Okay.
Sure. Catch 20 carp. You got it. And then Ganon's just destroying a city on the other end of the map, and it's like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't see that. It's the same way it is in Metro Exodus. It's like, in the opening area, the Volga, it's like your clear goal is to get across the bridge with your train.
Yeah.
That's the main goal. But you have to take like a handful of steps to get to there first.
Yeah.
And then the characters with you, your troop basically, are like, Artyom, when you get the chance, find me a guitar. It's like, if I have the opportunity to go raid a bandit camp, I will find you a guitar. And you do, and he's like, finally, someone to play this beautiful instrument. And then later in the game, you can actually see him playing the guitar. You can play the guitar with him. It's pretty neat. So if you didn't before, you wouldn't have that. But it's pretty neat. But it's like, I wish I had this edited already, but it's like you're fighting mutants and demons and monsters. Your gun jams, you gotta rack the charging handle back.
Yeah.
And then you cut 5 minutes later and you're playing a guitar with your friend. It's really, really funny. But Metro Exodus is a wonderful game. It's probably my favorite game this year so far.
Okay.
It's really, really good.
I bet it is a good game. I'm just not into FPSs all that much.
What you could do is just watch somebody play on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess I could.
That could be a good thing.
The only FPS that I actually enjoy playing is the Metroid Prime and Doom.
Metroid Prime and Doom. Doom's really fun.
Because I don't care about the, oh man, I gotta reload.
Yeah.
Gun count.
Boom, yeah, exactly. Boom, boom. Yeah. Doom is really good about that.
I don't care about that.
You have 55 rounds, and that's what you have. You don't reload a gun. You don't worry about it for Metro jamming up. You don't have to go get another gun or add attachments to it. You have a rifle. You have a shotgun. Go kill demons.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the best part.
Even then, you don't even have to use your weapons. You can literally use your hands. Doom Eternal coming out.
I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
If I had better editing skills, I'd have a demon PNG, and then I would tear it in half. The light is so bright. I've looked over there to the camera, and now I'm blind. Here's my impression of the vampire whenever Dalton decides to pull something funny on him. I'm excited for how that's going to pan out.
It's going to be fun. So, Addie had a birthday.
Oh, she sure did. How was that?
Yeah, it was fun. I met a few people that I didn't really know. I saw them in like Warren Arts
and
stuff.
And like the plays and all that. Yeah.
I've seen a few of
all
them.
of their friends are actors.
Yeah. And I didn't expect to see so many young people at a party that a young person threw. I don't know why.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like teenagers here, and it's like
it was
cool,
like me, Sammy, Robert, and your mom.
Yeah,
the only adults there.
Yes. And then like half a dozen of their teenage artist friends.
Yes,
performer friends.
It was kind of strange, but there were dogs.
Yeah, the dog is what you was after.
A very annoying solo cup squeaky toy that was absolutely a blast to play with.
Robert said that you would squeeze on it, and then like it'd take a minute for it to fully exhale.
Yeah.
Now that's funny.
It was very funny. Because we just open it, and they're like, okay, so it squeaks, and they go, then they like go, so it was just unexpected.
Yes. Oh man, I hate that I missed it. That sounds really, really funny though.
I got a nice picture of Addie and her cake.
How sweet.
Yes, very, very sweet.
Sounds very sweet.
But it was fun. Yeah.
You like the new place?
I didn't see every room. I just saw the kitchen, dining room, and the main living area, and then the back porch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a nice place. I don't know why. They said that they downsized, and that is a downsize. But I was expecting more smaller.
Yeah.
House, something a little bit like my house.
Yeah.
Something comfortable for like 3 or 4 people to live in. And that one looks very comfortable for 3 or 4 people to live in. But I'm thinking like long instead of tall.
Yeah. Yeah, all the houses over there, I don't want to say where, but all the houses over in that neighborhood are all like identical in that same sense where it's like a box on an acre.
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 stories. Most of them are 2 stories. So they all follow a very similar design.
Yeah, it's a very nice house though.
It's very nice. Yeah,
very
I like
nice.
it. So, anything else you want to mention or talk about before we close out the podcast? See, we're at 22 minutes right now.
We're at 22 minutes?
Yeah.
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. You having fun over there?
That's good stuff. Ooh, I got something fun, if you can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to clap directly into the microphone. What's up, guys? Hit the wires. Getting stuck on the wires. Oh, I'm just a nervous wreck. I got Nike shoes, and you know that I got new shoes. Whenever I get like new clothing, I'm like, look at how nice this is. New pair of shoes.
You got to flex on us.
Oh, you have to flex on us like that, Elisha. God, dude. New shoes and everything. Oh, come on, man. What size are those? Can I wear them? So I got my grandma got me new. She gets me new shoes every couple years or so.
Yeah.
The most recent pair, my Adidas that you can see behind you. I got those myself in like December 2017. And then I'm like, you know what? I want like more conventional, normal shoes to just run around every day in.
Yeah.
So my grandma got me a pair of Nike Dominators or whatever. I don't know what they are. They're very nice. They're like very nice basketball shoes, and they're comfortable to stand around in or run around in or whatever else. They're great shoes. They're like $80. They're like $80, which is like way better than like 140, which is what they are new from like the Nike store, I think.
I got these nice shoes, and they were like $10.
I mean, yeah. But so I got them March 31st, and like over the weekend, like Thursday or Friday, like the top part of them where it's like seamed together, like the seam came undone or something.
Hey, we paid $80 for this,
and they're brand new shoes.
Can you tell those kids in China to just like stop being so stingy with the glue?
That's what you call a rough bit.
Hey, I gotta go.
No, Nike doesn't make their shoes. I don't know enough about it. It's a funny joke, Trevor. I don't know that much about it.
I've heard a lot of jokes about Nike and Chinese kids.
But they don't use leather, which is why I get Nike shoes now. They use a synthetic leather, and they use like sea plastic like just reused, recycled trash plastic, basically.
Okay,
to use plastic.
That's nice.
So they're fully synthetic, which is great. But apparently, I don't know for whatever reason, both of them in the exact same spot. Both had like some kind of weird seam, like tear apart from the main part of the shoe, and so I took them back to shoe department Encore, which is where Ryan's used to be.
Oh, okay, yeah.
May Ryan's rest in peace.
Actually, that's where I got these shoes.
Very nice. So you can get a wide range of shoes.
Yeah.
It's great. I like it. I like going to a conventional shoe store every once in a while. That way I can actually try on what I'm getting. But I haven't had any issues with those Adidas, and I get them from Amazon. But irregardless, I took them back with the receipt, and they exchanged them for a new pair of shoes.
Hey.
So, not a sponsor of the show, but a big shout out to Shoe Depot Encore.
Yeah, we'll just call it Encore.
Yeah, Shoe Encore.
Shoe Encore.
For just 100% like being like, they are
I mean,
very clearly broken from whatever it was. I'm like, I just wear them normally. So
yeah,
I thought that was great.
You are not an athletic person. You obviously did not go running.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, like they were still, the bottoms of them did not have any like tread wear either.
Yeah.
Like they were just starting to be broken in.
They just send it back. Okay, super glue this one again.
I thought they're gonna be like, here's shoe goo or whatever, or like a discount for a new pair of shoes.
Can we create shoe goo?
Shoe goo exists.
Oh, it already exists.
It's shoe glue.
Oh, okay.
But the brand is shoe goo.
I love that.
I do too. I have like 2 tubes in my house somewhere, but I lose them because it's like the size of a quarter tube of toothpaste. So I was gonna go to Walmart and buy a third tube of shoe goo because I lost my other 2.
I thought you were just making up a name off the top of your head.
No, it's called shoe goo. Yeah,
that
it's
is
in a red container, and
that's
it's like
great.
It's like a super adhesive, basically. It's great.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I was just gonna buy a new tube. It was like $4 for a new tube. Yeah, it smells strong. Also, the stronger the scent of a glue or an adhesive, that's when you know it's the good stuff.
Whenever you need this, for those listening on the radio, I got
a 3M paint mask.
Yeah, a paint mask. Whenever you need that with your glue, you know it's the good stuff.
Trevor, thank you for being on the show so much.
Bane, speak up.
Yeah, I just thought that was great. Like, they were like, well, we need your receipt, and we need the shoes. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go find the receipt. Found the receipt, brought them back. Like, all right, give us a sec to see if they have the same ones. So,
okay, that's pretty cool though.
Pretty great. Not saying you'll have the same fare, but I thought it was really neat.
Yeah, a lot of stores are different.
Very cool.
Like even in the same chain.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because there are some people. I work at a certain store.
Yeah.
That I don't.
They'll
really
try
want
and
to,
game the system.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate.
Some people will like try and pull things over on me.
A fast one on you? Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, well, this store does it in this town, and I'm like, we're not that store.
We're not that town.
I'm not the same. I am not the same cashier.
Yeah, exactly.
So that stuff is not going to work on me.
Yeah.
Please.
You may try to pull that on me, but it will not work.
Will not. No.
Oh,
yes.
Sorry, buddy. Nice try. Nice try, pal.
You may be able to use that ID in other stores, but here we only take US ID.
This store has rules, partner.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's like, hey, please understand.
Understand, but for a moment, my position.
I would like to keep my job.
I'd love to help you out. I really would, but I also love making money.
Exactly. Exactly.
So the moral of this episode, as every episode has a moral or a story to it.
Wait, what's the moral? We went from picking your nose to musicals to dog birthdays to editing to shoes to cashiers.
Yes. The moral of today's story is just be nice.
Be nice. Be nice. Listen to musicals.
I want the editor, me, to put a piano backing track. Thank you for doing that.
Hey, Brad!
Can I get Brad and Sive to put a piano backing track? That should be playing right now. If it isn't, then whoops. The moral of today's story, just be nice.
And symbol. snare. Symbol, snare.
I'm editing none of that.
That is a bit from another YouTuber.
It is. Thank you, everybody, for listening on the radio or on YouTube to the Third Opinion Podcast episode. Go to our YouTube channel, Third Opinion Media. We do other things besides the podcast. I promise.
Sometimes,
I promise. Please, I promise. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Third Opinion Podcast. Goodbye.